There are 5 phases of the psychological process of experiencing growth by breaking through fear. Number 1 is phase 1. It's referred to as imprisonment. So this is a situation where maybe you're living a life and you're really not getting great results. You want more, but you have this negative self-talk and limiting beliefs. So it's a person who is not living up to their fullest potential by virtue of their negative self-talk and their limiting beliefs, which underneath it all is because the self-image is not in alignment with the sort of person that they ultimately could be. So that's phase 1. Okay, phase 2 is called motivation. This is when someone's motivated by an idea. Now, I've been there until I started to learn this stuff and apply it in my life and business. I would say hundreds of times maybe, and maybe you've been there too, where you go to a seminar or maybe you listen to a motivational speaker or you read a motivational book, so you got inspired by an idea. And you started to think, maybe I want to go after this thing. Maybe I should go after a big goal. And maybe it's something you got excited by because you picked up the motivation from the speaker or the author and you started to think, well, maybe this is possible for me. Now, here's the thing about this one, is that this still remains in your conscious mind. I'm going like this because I want to give you an idea here. This is just a thought. It has not yet been impressed upon the subconscious mind. So it remains up here. You're not emotionally connected to it yet. So it's just up here. It's not something that you connected with and you're not taking any action at this point. This is the motivation stage. You're just kind of stuck. You may think about it a couple times a day, but that's about it. Phase 3, it's called friction. So we're moving into phase 3. This is called the friction phase. Now, this is when somebody that had that idea, they're motivated, they moved from imprisonment into motivation. They picked up something, they were inspired by someone told them that they were worthy of something, they read a book, they went to an event, then they came motivated. And the next step then is they're trying to break free from mediocrity. They're starting to become emotionally connected to the big idea, the big goal. And how do you become emotionally connected? You think about it over and over again and you add emotion to it. So it's repetition and emotion. And at this point, you're emotionally connected to it. So you're beginning to impress the idea upon your subconscious mind. When I say impress, remember this, a thought that is thought about with emotion, we are impressing that upon the subconscious. And what is impressed must be expressed through the body. And so here's the deal though, is that you have those negative thoughts that are still remaining. We call them negative paradigms. So you're caught between two worlds, between the negative programming and the new positive idea. And in this place of friction, you're gonna have a lot of fear, worry, and anxiety because you have those two worlds that have collided and it creates all sorts of chaos. And you're probably gonna still feel it. You're gonna feel it viscerally in your body. Now at this place, you have a choice. You're either going to move forward into growth or you're gonna go backwards into safety. You're standing at what we call the wall of fear. This is that big wall in front of you. Now remember, you have two things going on inside of you. You have the emotional connection to an worthy ideal, as we like to say, which is a big goal, something that you want to move toward. But you also have that negative programming, the paradigm, which is wanting to keep you stuck where you are. Most people at this point, they bounce off the wall of fear and they retreat right back to that state of imprisonment, which is way back to the beginning. Now here's the thing about this. That's a challenge because if you do that, and you hit that wall and you don't bust through it, you're going to go back to imprisonment. And when that happens, you likely won't try again. And then we move into phase 5, which is called freedom. Now, if you're lucky to have faced your fears and you break through that wall, you discover a whole new world on the other side, which is called freedom. You see that wall of fear, you can look at it and say, I know you. I've seen you before. And guess what? I know exactly how to break right through it because you did it. And you have the confidence knowing that you can do it again. By following this 5-step process, you can break through your fears, and by doing so, you're going to live a more confident and fulfilling life. I promise you that. So what are you waiting for? It's time to conquer your fears and start living the life you deserve. If you liked this video and you want to learn more practical, tactical on how to break through your fear, grab a call with me. I'm going to open my calendar up. Click a link below. I'll put a link to my calendar and grab a 30-minute breakthrough strategy session. If you're looking to accomplish something you've never accomplished before, and this is the sort of thing that's getting you stuck, this is the wall of fear. And I just gave you the formula, but within that, there are at least 30 more things that the entrepreneur would want to do to make sure that this is actually cemented. If you want to learn more about that, click on the link and grab a free call with me. Make it a great day.